Hi friends, I'm here with the yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab it, a blanket, cushion, block, and come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. And the breath can be an anchor that you come back to when you notice you've gotten caught up in thought. Just as soon as you notice, come back to witnessing. And you can start by witnessing your breath and the sensations in your body. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin with a gentle twist. You can take your left hand across, your right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate. And then breath by breath, see if you can sit even taller, maybe twist a little deeper. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder as far as you can, wringing out. And then release and switch. Starting gently at first, lengthen and twist, and breath by breath, lengthen more, and twist a little more. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way. Release around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front. Put some pressure between the arms as if you're trying to pull your arms apart, spreading between the shoulder blades, spreading the rib cage. And then release and interlace fingers behind your back. Maybe the other thumb on top this time. Open up the front. You can stay upright or fold forward, maybe wrapping arms overhead. Release, come up. Hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up, and then recross the leg. So the other leg is in front or on top. Let's drop the right ear over the right shoulder, and we'll press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. Notice what you're feeling. If you move a little differently, if you lift or lower your chin, you might move the sensation to a different part of your neck. Find what's interesting to you. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come to the other side. Now looking for a stretch on right side. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles. Watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let the weight of your arms hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release the arms. Head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Puff up the chest as high as you can. Last breath here. Let's release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Still holding the knees, pull against the knees, lift the chest, upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round, bring your feet to the floor and hold behind the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are working to support you, chest pulling through. And we'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Now exhale back, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up, and let's hold this last one. Lifting up away from the sit bones. You decide how much you lean back, how much you lift the chest. Shoulders are dropped, long neck. And then round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go, working where it's needed, softening, releasing what's not needed. And release. Come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Feel the strength of your core supporting you. Shift your weight forward to lower down. And then come into your back bend. So this could be low or high. Little baby cobra or deeper. Up dog. Wherever you are, shoulders down, away from the ears. And back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Open up the backs of the legs. You can pedal out the feet a little bit. Feeling where you are, what you're doing your best to take good care of yourself, come to your full expression. And drop your knees, sink back, to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a little more. Back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back through down dog, and then walk your hands and feet towards one another, and let's hang in ragdoll, feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out. Letting go. Bend your knees a little bit more. And slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat, into mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all your transitions. And each time you rest in a shape that feels like a rest for you. So if that's not down dog, you could do child's pose or sitting or something else. One more breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then a big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Inhales, look for space and length. Exhale's grounding and ease. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go, like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, feeling what you're doing. Taking the time you need. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then a big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. One more breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits. Hands to the floor or to blocks. Stretching that back leg straighter, longer, higher, but let your head hang. Let the neck release. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release, make your way to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. If you need more support, you might bend your elbow. Strong, supporting legs, strong core. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down. Same thing, other side. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down. Interlace your fingers. Press out through your palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be a slight lift of the heels. Could be coming all the way up. Can the breath be steady? Can you be at ease even as you might be wobbling and falling? Start to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet, whether that's the upper legs or lower. A little bend in the knees will prevent locking or overstretching. Release, drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head, let that go. Let's bend the knees, sweep the arms up, inhale, chair. Engaging what's useful, letting go what's not needed here. Last breath. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's open out, warrior two. Shifting hips and arms to the side. Check on the details of this pose, whatever you're aware of. Feeling where you are now. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Let's open the top arm, tuck it behind the back, half bound triangle. So it could be that the back of your hand is at your lower back, or you might creep it around towards the right inner thigh. If you want to work core strength a little, you could extend the bottom arm forward so it's following the line of the torso. Make sure you're not locking that right leg. Release, bend the front knee, half bound extended side angle. So you can bring your right forearm to your thigh. Try not to collapse into it, but rather push into it so you're nice and open. And either stay here, or if you want to try a full bind, you could reach your right arm on the inside for the left fingers or wrist behind you. Last breath here. Let's look to the floor. We're going to step up to half moon. If you want to keep your half or full bind as you try half moon, you're welcome to. This is a very challenging variation. And if at any point you want to take a different variation, maybe extending fully, go ahead. More important than what you are doing, can you maintain composure? Can your breath be steady, face relaxed, open, attentive awareness no matter what? So the challenge isn't can you do the pose, but while you're attempting the pose, doing your best given what you understand and are able to do, can you stay open and at ease? Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. Taking some movement transition, using that to integrate what you've just done, feel how it is now. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two. So physically, you are just doing your best. You know what you know, you don't know what you don't know. You're learning and growing at the pace you learn and grow. Feeling how that is. And can you let it be just like it is? Flip the left palm, come back, reverse warrior two. So sometimes that experience may be comfortable. And if you are working at your edge, there are probably lots of times where it's uncomfortable. Straighten the front leg. Reach out to come down, triangle. Open the top arm, tuck it behind your back. Half bound triangle, just going to your edge. Might look quite different than what I'm doing. If you did so on the other side, you might extend that bottom arm forward. While you are exactly where you are, can you feel it? Let it be. And surrender. Even with all the effort, with all the sensation. And release. Bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you try to full bind on the other side, you can try that again. So the mind, probably, my mind, tells me things have to be a certain way in order to be okay. And, you know, I can spend a lot of effort trying to make everything be okay on the outside. But here in this practice, we're coming into lots of different situations and saying, can I be okay here now, like this? Let's look to the front foot, step forward, half moon, whatever variation. So in that way, when I really challenge myself, like this pose, can I let it be like this? You can come into whatever variation of half moon, half bind, full bind, no bind, modifying, adjusting, skipping it. It doesn't really matter for our purposes what you are doing, but that you are paying attention to what you are doing, taking good care of yourself, honoring your boundaries, and letting it be, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's uncertain. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to a good rest and let all of that go. So on purpose, we're taking moments of challenge and then moments of ease. You want to be able to come back to your center, find a place where it's easy to do that, get familiar again. And then the work is to then go out into the world or here out into a challenging pose. And can you find your center now? Can you stay in your center as we do this and that and this other thing? Let's come back through down dog. And then come all the way to sitting. Extend the legs forward, flesh of the sit bones back, sitting as tall as you can. Fold whatever amount. You might grab your feet. If you can't grab your feet, you could put a strap around the feet or have hands on the floor. Each inhale, lengthen. Each exhale, fold until you meet your edge. So for some bodies that will be upright, for others it will be folding, anywhere in between. Shouldn't be otherwise. Your body should not have more mobility than it has, at least not right now. If when you go towards this you notice things are tight, great, go towards this more often. It may become less tight. No guarantees on that. But more important than changing anything is, can I feel what it's like to be at my edge, meeting my limits, and surrender? What is in the way of me fully being with this here now? Can I let that go? Let's release. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold any amount. You're folding to the degree that your body folds. If you keep going towards your edge, it may shift. You do not need to gain any more flexibility to be okay. That's something the mind might say. Oh, if you keep at this, then maybe someday. How about now? Can it be just like this right now, however it is? Let's release, come up, and onto our backs. Bring your knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor, setting up for bridge. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees. And then press your feet down to lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spread your upper back and lower back away from one another. When the pose feels complete, you can come down and rest. Rest until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, take whatever back bend you like. You could do bridge, what we just did. You might take half wheel or full wheel, supported bridge, anything you know or want to try. Just be careful with yourself, listen. You might have a memory of how this was. It could be different than how it is. Go with how it is. And each time you come up, stay as long or short as you like. Could be just 1 or 2 breaths, could be a long hold. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. And just repeat this until you don't feel like coming up again. When you're done, you can move on to a counter stretch. I'll suggest happy baby, but anything that feels like a good release for your body. In happy baby, you can grab your feet, press your knees towards the floor, Feel free to be in stillness or rock around a little. You can keep your legs bent or straighten them. Let's drop the feet to the floor. Cross the right foot above the left knee, or the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left knee and hug it in as close as you can. So this is a stretch for the right outer hip. Good alternative to pigeon pose. If you're ever doing pigeon, it's not feeling great on your knee, you might do this instead. Can you drop your shoulders, drop your hips, drop your chin, so the back of the neck, back of the torso, all long, spread out. Drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your right foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. And then drop your right foot to the floor to switch sides. Let's cross the left ankle above the right knee, reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in as close as you can. So each of us probably have a natural range where it's comfortable. I can be at ease when it's 72 degrees, sunny, everybody likes me, my kids are happy, got enough sleep, all that. And then there's like all the other situations, all the other moments of life that I might be a subtle or overt no to. Don't like it, don't want it like this, should be different. So one way I like to view this physical practice is putting myself in those subtle or overt no situations. So when it's edgy, when it's uncertain, when I am in touch with my weakness, my tightness, my imbalance, my awkwardness, and then practicing allowing it to be okay. How do I do that? So for me, it's slowing down my breath, relaxing my face, maybe saying something like, it's okay, I'm okay, it shouldn't be otherwise. And in that way, I'm leaving myself breadcrumbs to do that process out there in the world where it might really matter much more. Drop your right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point, circle, both directions. Let's release this left straight leg all the way along the floor. Bring your right knee to your chest and then take it across, spinal twist. Open out through the right arm. take this in the way that it feels useful or good for you. We are getting ready for Shavasana. What do you need to do to feel ready? You could do it here in this shape or come into a different shape. If you're taking the twist with me, switch sides. You can just check in with yourself, maybe come to some neutral shape. What do you need right now? Is there a part of your body that could use some attention? Is there a last pose you want to get in? Do you want to adjust your clothing or grab some props? Doing what you need to do to feel complete. Complete enough. Eventually coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Letting go. Letting go as much as you're able right now. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that support you on your path. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you if you're enjoying these practices. It means a lot to me because I don't know who's watching this. I'm just here by myself. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like my Chandra Cantor Yoga Facebook page. You're welcome to join my group, which is a place that I can post about classes, workshops, and these videos, which is called Chandra Cantor Yoga Community on Facebook. I'd love your support financially if that's something that's viable for you. Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. This is my job. This is how I support my family. So your contributions really make a difference to me, however small or large. Thank you so much.